How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We're looking at Planet 13 today because this is no joke anymore. I had done this video here about a month ago on Planet 13 and how financial education and other YouTubers can sway stock prices for these small market cap stocks like Planet 13. But they are a company that the more I look into, the more excited I am about it. And at first I bought in a small amount, like just a baby amount, to test out my theory and see whether every time he talks about it, if it'll go up in price. And it definitely has. But I'm getting more excited about the company itself, and I feel like I might have to buy in like a real amount this time. I might put in a more significant amount soon because of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you like this, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you do want 2 free stocks with WeBull, you can use the link below. You get 2 free stocks, one worth up to $1,400 if you deposit $100 or more. Looking at Planet 13 stock, they are up about 2% on the day, and they have been up just massively over the last month. So every time that financial education talks about them, they go up. So you can see here, they went up 10%. Here, they went up another 10% or so. And it's not just that financial education is talking about it, and don't hate me in the comments. Some people do just because I bring up financial education, but every time they talks about it, people get more bullish on it because he's bringing up good points about the company. And it's making it harder to buy in because it was a 80-cent stock just a few months ago, and now it's gone up about 200%. And if you don't know what it is a dispensary out of Las Vegas, and they're the largest one in the world at over 100,000 square feet. They are a place that's just really interesting to take a look at or to go to. It's a really entertaining place. So if we take a look here, they have just a lot of entertainment in it. So it's really a place to be. I mean, you can see here, it looks like the Apple Store mixed with some crazy planetarium or something. It's a really good time from what I've heard, and it's really upscale. It's really nice. You can eat there. You can try out different products. Like I said, the more I think about it, the more excited I am for it. So this is definitely a growing industry, and this is something where we haven't really seen the extent to what it can get to. Take a look at the alcohol industry. We have all these breweries, we have all these different lines of product and different things, different niches that people have. You can have a light beer, you can have a normal beer, you can have a stout, you can have an amber, you can all the different kinds of beers they have all these different kinds of alcohol. They are from all over the world. They are sold at bars, and just there's endless amounts of money that is in this industry, right? And we're taking a look at this new industry that is kind of on the come up, and they are somewhat similar to alcohol. So they're going to be legalized here, I think, in the next 5 to 10 years at a national level. A lot of states already have it legalized. Here in Michigan, we are legalized. Planet 13 is the largest dispensary. They're trying to expand to 5 to 10 more stores in the next 5 to 10 years. And I realize that you might be saying, okay, well, now it's a little bit too late to buy in. They're up really significantly. And they are about a $300 million company now, and they were a lot smaller before. But I think it's important not to get too narrow-minded. I mean, I know that's up a lot, but there's still a lot of room to grow. And what they really need to do now is to expand their business, right? So they are at one location, but they need to expand their business to different dispensaries and try out different states, hopefully be able to build like that, build not only revenue in each specific location, but also be able to expand their footprint. So how do they do that? They would typically issue shares, right? So when's the best time to issue shares? When the stock price is up, because they have to issue less shares, there's less dilution, and you get more money for it. So this is a great time to start raising money. It's just a really good opportunity for them to start raising capital. And what they're doing now is they're acquiring this more production capacity. So what they're trying to do is build out one of their production lines, something that sells really well, and they're trying to be able to scale it at a larger rate so they can sell obviously more product. They're acquiring this 45,000 square foot facility. And this is something that I like to see. I like to see it expanding. Now, just thinking about the company in general, right? This is a very high margin business. So think about something like a bar, right? So in a really ritzy area, let's say New York, LA, Las Vegas, you might buy a bottle of beer for $10, let's say. And I'm sure it's more like $20 or $30 at some bars. But you could buy a bottle of beer for $10. In the grocery store, that same bottle of beer, maybe a Bud Light or Guinness or something, might be $1, maybe 50 cents. So think about how little that costs to actually produce it if they're selling it for maybe $1 a bottle. It probably takes like 20 to 30 cents, something like that. And then they have to ship it, and then they have to put it in stores. The stores have to get a cut. So they produce it for a very small amount of money. This, I assume, is going to be the exact same situation. So they're going to grow it. They're going to be able to give it to their consumers right at their own facilities. And this is going to be a huge markup price. And people are okay paying for it. I mean, you're there for the experience. You're there to test stuff out. This is really a new market for many people. Many people don't know what they're going to get into there or what they will like. And this is going to be a very high markup. Now, in addition to that, they also have food there too. So they're going to be able to sell their own food. What do people do when they're kind of intoxicated? They are willing to overspend on food, right? So if you're at a bar, who cares if you spend $15 on an appetizer that costs them maybe a few dollars to make? You're willing to pay for it because who cares? You've had a couple drinks, you just want some good greasy food. I'm sure that they're going to do the exact same thing, and they're going to be able to provide that experience at a great level. So they're going to have some good food in there for you to purchase. Now, there also are different kinds of products that they can sell. So it's not just smoking like a lot of people think. They're going to be able to eat, they're going to be able to drink the different products. And it's not going to be like you hate the product or it makes you cough a ton. There's going to be different things that they can do that will make you really be able to enjoy it and test different things out. So I think a lot of novice people are going to be able to try different products out and really get excited about different types of things. So in addition to the experience of going there and being able to try out products, they're also building up their delivery service. So this is going to be a massive market too, because when you think about something like a food industry, when they deliver what, a meal's worth? So you deliver one pizza, so the margins are really small. But when you think about something like this, where maybe the product doesn't go bad for a long time. I mean, I personally don't smoke or anything like that, so I don't know how long it lasts. But say they bring over some gummies to you, I would assume those would last a fairly long amount of time. That's something where someone might stock up and buy $100 worth of product or $200 or $300 worth of product, as opposed to ordering some takeout from the local restaurant. I think that's something where the store is going to be able to make a significant amount because they are able to deliver so much at a time. And the other cool thing is they're getting into this industry really early on. So think about the products that you like buying. Let's say in the alcohol market again. So think about beers. A lot of people buy their specific brand and they really like it. They'll go through the store and they know the different brands and what they're going to get when they buy something. And they're household names, right? Think about that for this industry. Do you know many products? Do you know the names of them? Not yet, because a lot of it's not legalized. A lot of people haven't started using it yet, at least around me. So there's just this wide open market where they can get brand recognition, and they're going to be some of the first people to do this. They're at such a large scale right now at their one facility. I think that they're going to be able to corner the market a little bit early on, at least because here in America, not a lot of people have used it. So people are going to be willing to overpay. People are going to be able to go to specific places to pick up this product. They're going to look for what they know. They're going to want to be able to get something that they know because a lot of people are maybe a little bit worried about it. A lot of people haven't tried it yet, but they want to try it, but they just don't know the right recommendations. They don't know the right flavors, so they're going to stick with what they know after they start to like it, I think. Just looking at their financials here too, they are a company that is growing massively. So like we said, they're trying to expand. They went from revenues of 1.5 million to 9 to 21 to 64, and they just are continuing to grow. Their net income is kind of stagnant. I mean, it's negative, but they are floating back and forth, and that's common for a company that's trying to expand. They're not really focusing on net income. They're focusing on growth right now. If we look at their cash and short-term investments, they have 14 million as of the last report, and this is something where that gives them a nice little bit of cushion. It's not something where they're going to have a hard time getting cash. I mean, they do have to get through these trying times right now, but they are able to sell more shares if they need to. They're going to be able to raise capital. I wouldn't be worried about their cash situation really because they have so many different options going forward. That is why I am really considering buying a significant amount of Planet 13. I think that they're really in a good situation going forward, and it's something where I want to be able to get in on the ground floor. I know that I've talked about wanting to wait a little bit longer to buy some growth stocks, but something like this, I realize that it's a penny stock too. So it is a penny stock. It's a little bit riskier. It's something where they only have one facility, so that is risky. I understand that, but it's going to be something where I think it's going to be able to get in on the ground floor. They're going to have massive market share like we've talked about. They're going to be able to expand pretty heavily, I think, in the next 5 to 10 years. And the market just isn't there yet. So there aren't a lot of competitors in this space that are taking the same approach as Planet 13. I think this is the way that people are going, so they want to be able to go try products out. When you think about, at least before all this happened, people like going out to bars. People like the experiences. The younger people like me like the experiences, and older people like them too. But for those older people, they might want to go for more of the fact that they don't know what they're going to buy. So someone that's never tried something might want to get a recommendation for what to try. They might want to try different food. It might be some double date night with some friends, or there are just endless possibilities, I think, with Planet 13. And I think that's just in a really good situation going forward, and it's something that I want to get in on. So let me know your thoughts below. I would love to hear whether you own Planet 13, whether you're looking at them, what you're trying to do going forward. I will say you can't buy them on Robinhood or WeBull as of now. They're too small. They're sold on OTC markets. So right now I have mine in Fidelity. You can buy them through, I think, E-Trade also, so check that out. I don't quote me on E-Trade, but I know you can buy it through Fidelity. Thank you guys so much for watching and hitting the like button and using those links below if you want some free stocks. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.